Guardians of the Globe. The easiest Invincible parody to spot is hands down the Guardians of the Globe, because they're basically the Justice League wearing different costumes. They're a full-on pastiche of DC's biggest icons, built to feel instantly familiar before getting ripped apart in one of the most shocking scenes in modern animated show. See, the Guardians were designed to hit those archetypes we already know by heart. You've got the speedster, the billionaire vigilante, the warrior goddess, all lined up so that when things go sideways, it hits 10 times harder. Red Rush? That's their Flash. Same red suit, same super speed, just without the lightning. Instead, he moves in this crimson blur that feels almost alien. Darkwing's the Batman stand-in. No powers, just gadgets, skill, and an unlimited budget. He's the guy who built the team in the first place, protecting his city from the shadows while juggling trauma and tech like Bruce Wayne on a bad day. Then there's War Woman, who's basically Invincible's Wonder Woman, the powerhouse with the mace and the mythic armor. She's tough and absolutely commanding, but she's also the heart of the team in that classic Diana princess way. Aquaris fills the Aquaman slot, though Kirkman takes the joke further. Instead of a handsome king of Atlantis, he's literally a fishman. Similar powers, way less majestic. Martian Man? He's the twisted mirror of Martian Manhunter. Still a shapeshifter, still from Mars, but way more elastic and creepy, like a contortionist alien. And then there's Green Ghost, who flips the Green Lantern idea on its head. Same color palette, different concept. Instead of a ring powered by will, it's a mystical green amulet that lets her phase through matter. They're not direct copies, but they're not trying to hide the inspiration either. And that was the whole point. Robert Kirkman wanted readers to get attached fast, to see familiar heroes, feel that comfort, and then watch it all crumble in minutes. Omni-Man. Omni-Man was created as a clear reflection of Superman, a version of the same idea stripped of its moral center. In early drafts, he was even called Supraman and wore an S on his chest with a more traditional superhero design, but those details were later changed to avoid legal conflict with DC. Even so, that influence never left the character. Omni-Man was always meant to be Invincible's answer to the question, what if Superman's purpose wasn't to save us? From his alien heritage to his human disguise as Nolan Grayson, the similarities are impossible to miss. He lives among humans, has a family, and stands as the strongest hero in his world. His cape, his colors, even the way he carries himself are deliberate echoes of Superman. But the truth behind that image is what sets him apart. Omni-Man isn't a savior. He's a Viltrumite, a soldier bred for conquest, raised in a culture that values dominance over mercy. Invincible. When it comes to Invincible, the Spider-Man parallels are impossible to miss. Mark Grayson is basically what happens when you take Peter Parker's heart and mix it with Superman's power level. A teenager who's constantly torn between saving the world and just trying to live a normal life. Now, people love comparing Mark to all kinds of characters. Gohan from Dragon Ball, Superboy from DC, even Superman himself. And sure, I get it. He's a kind-hearted hybrid from a powerful alien race. He's got a younger brother who looks up to him, and when he snaps, his true strength hits like a freight train. But let's be real, the closest mirror isn't Superman or Superboy, it's Spider-Man. Both of them have their entire moral code shaped by family. For Peter, it's Uncle Ben. For Mark, it's Nolan and Debbie. And both of them learned the same painful lesson, that being a hero means giving up the one thing you want most, a normal life. The show's creator, Robert Kirkman, even confirmed that the character's journey, particularly his darker suit introduced in Season 3, was intentionally designed as a reference to Spider-Man's iconic black symbiote suit, symbolizing a shift in Mark's moral compass and internal struggles. What makes Invincible stand out, though, is that it doesn't just parody Spider-Man, it feels him. The show takes those same tropes and plays them straight. Responsibility, loss, and sacrifice. That's why it hits harder than your average superhero story. And the Spider-Man connection doesn't stop there. In Season 2, Mark actually got teleported to a dimension that looks suspiciously like Marvel's, meets a version of Spider-Man, and in the comics it's actually better because it was the actual Spider-Man. If you read the crossover story in the comics, you further understand how similar these two characters truly are. Because just like Peter Parker, Mark learns that having power isn't what defines you, it's what you do when that power starts to break you.